Imagine someone hands you a piece of paper with hundreds of random numbers scribbled all over it, like 78, 92, 65, 84, 90, just this giant, messy wall of numbers. Could you understand what they mean straight away? What if those exact same numbers were neatly organized into a beautiful report card? Suddenly it makes perfect sense, right?
Think about it for a second. If I just shout numbers at you, it's pretty confusing. But raw data only becomes a powerful tool when it gets organized. So today, we're going on an epic quest to discover exactly how that happens. We're going to unlock the secret of turning confusing data into meaningful information.
Here is our quest map for today's explainer. First, what is information? Second, data versus information. Third, the transformation factory. Fourth, real-world superpowers. And finally, the boss battle quiz.
Level 1. What is information?
Okay, let's dive right into this. Look at the confusing marks on the left. 78, 92, 65, 84, 90. If your teacher just wrote these on the board, you wouldn't have a clue who scored the highest or what the class average was, right? But when you look over to the organized result, the exact same numbers are neat and clear. It tells us the highest is 92, the lowest is 65, and the average is 81.8. Shout it out, which side is easier to read? The organized result, of course. And you know what? That organized result is what we actually call information.
So here's our golden definition. Information is data that has been organized, processed, and presented in a meaningful way so that it can be understood and used. Think of it like a giant puzzle. When you first open the box, you just have hundreds of mixed up pieces. Those loose pieces, that's your raw data. They don't make much sense on their own. But when you snap all those pieces together, you finally see a complete, awesome picture. That picture actually has meaning. That completed picture is information.
Level 2. Data versus information.
Okay, this absolutely brilliantly illustrates the difference. Imagine a huge box of loose, mixed-up Lego bricks scattered all over the floor. That is data. It's raw, it's collected, but it's just pieces. Now, imagine you take those bricks and build a massive, beautiful Lego house. That finished house is information. The pieces only became truly useful and amazing after they were put together in a very specific way.
Let's break down the matchup here. Data is just raw, collected facts. Honestly, it can look pretty confusing, and it's almost never enough to actually help you make a choice. But information is organized facts. It is super easy to understand, and most importantly, it helps you make big decisions. Data is just your very first step, but information is your final, useful result.
Level 3. The transformation factory.
Every single useful piece of information follows this epic 5-step journey. Step 1, collect data. You gather your facts, kind of like collecting all the test marks in a classroom. Step 2, organize data. You arrange it neatly, like putting those marks into a clear spreadsheet. Step 3, process data. This is where you do the math. You count, sort, or calculate the average. Step 4, analyze data. You look at the results and ask, what is this actually telling me? Did students find the test too hard? And finally, step 5, create information. You present it as a shiny report card so the teacher can plan the next lesson. From raw facts to an amazing tool we can use.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is this simple memory trick. Data plus organization equals information. Just remember that formula. And guess who the ultimate heroes of this transformation factory are? Computers. Because while we humans can organize data slowly with pen and paper, computers are the super fast engines that can process millions of facts in just seconds.
Level 4. Information in the real world.
Have you ever wondered how a massive supermarket knows exactly what to put on its shelves? Well, every time someone buys something, the scanner beeps and collects data. The supermarket's computer organizes all those thousands of beeps into a simple chart, just like this one. Just by glancing at this chart, the manager immediately knows milk is the best-selling product. Because of this information, they know for sure to order more milk for tomorrow so they never run out.
Let's move over to the sports field and see how this builds a winning strategy. During a football match, every single pass, tackle, and shot is recorded as raw data. After processing all of that, the coach looks at a match possession chart. It clearly shows Team A had the ball 60% of the time. This information tells the coach exactly what they need to practice for the next big game.
And think about the sky above us. Weather stations collect thousands of complex data points: temperature, wind speed, air pressure, humidity. I mean, if a scientist just handed you a list of air pressure numbers, you wouldn't know what to do. But meteorologists process all that complex atmospheric data and turn it into a simple instruction you hear on TV: heavy rain expected tomorrow. That information helps you make the super important decision to grab your umbrella before leaving the house.
Level 5, Summary and Boss Battle Quiz.
Let's rapid-fire our key takeaways before the big battle begins. Remember, information is organized data. It has real meaning and answers important questions. The whole point of it is that it helps people make much better decisions. And you can find this superpower literally everywhere, in schools, hospitals, sports stadiums, and right inside your own home. All right, here is your first boss battle question. Read it carefully. Which of these is an example of information? Is it A, a list of unsorted marks, B, a completed report card, C, random survey answers, or D, a notebook full of measurements? Shout out your answer right now. Let's see if you got it.
The correct answer is B, a completed report card. Unsorted marks and random answers are just raw data. The report card is the finished, organized masterpiece. Great job.
Okay, let's try one more quick challenge. True or false? Every single piece of information starts as data. What do you think? Say it out loud.
Yes, it is absolutely true. Data is the foundation of everything. Just like you cannot bake a cake without ingredients, you cannot create information without data. You totally crushed the boss battle.
Now that you are a certified information master, I have a real-world practical mission for you to complete at home. First, ask 5 family members or friends what their favorite fruit is, and just write down their answers randomly. Then, be the human computer. Organize those answers into a neat little cable. Finally, identify which fruit is the most popular. You will instantly see how organizing your raw data magically creates useful information.
We have successfully conquered today's quest. We now know that data can become information, and we know exactly how it shapes our world. But did you know that not all data is the same? Think about it. Is the data for someone's eye color the exact same kind of data as the temperature outside? In the next explainer, we'll explore the different types of data and discover how each type is used in the real world. See you on the next adventure.